Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 8th July 2025. In this video, I'm going to generate different supply demand zone reports useful to the premium subscribers. Even before that, please note we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action. All the training lessons are available at our NeoStock YouTube channel. To access the lessons at our channel homepage, click on the tab post. Then you get this post, and this post is having a YouTube playlist link that is having all the training lessons. You just click on the link. Now we are into supply demand zone price action course. Here you have all the training lessons are available. You just scroll down to the bottom of the page. Here, starting from lesson 1.1, all the training lessons are placed in an order. So please go through all these lessons one by one, but according to my training instructions provided at our Telegram channel. You can also find our Telegram channel link in this video description. So join at our Telegram channel. In the old messages you can find the training instructions, or even I placed them in pinned messages also. You can access them. Learn this course according to my training instructions. Then only you will become a very good independent trader in the coming days. Please make use of this opportunity. Okay, now I am going to generate different supply demand zone reports. First, I will generate daily and 75 minutes high liquidity zones from stocks near demand and supply zones. And you can use those high liquidity zones for HLQ zone strategy learned in lesson 21.3 video. Okay, daily time frame, stocks near to the daily demand zone. We got 12 stocks. And from this list, let us identify daily high liquidity demand zones. RVNL is having a daily high liquidity demand zone. Sonacoms is having a daily high liquidity demand zone. So we have identified two daily high liquidity demand zones from this list. Next, I am giving you very few seconds time to watch the report. So you have to pause the video and then only you have to move to the next reports after studying the report. And those who don't understand the structure of the reports, I request you complete the training lesson 21.1 video. In that video, I have explained each and every column, their values, abbreviations in detail. Okay, next, daily time frame. Stocks near to the daily supply zone. We got 5 stocks. Let's identify daily high liquidity supply zone. And HPC is not a valid daily high liquidity supply zone because it is already pierced twice. Maybe those who wants to use pierced zone strategies, you can use this zone. Those who completed pierced zone strategies in lesson 28. Okay, next time frame is 75 minutes. Stocks near to the 75 minutes demand zone. We got 9 stocks. Let us identify high liquidity zones. CG Power is not valid. It is a pierced zone. Jubilant Food is having a 75 minutes high liquidity demand zone. It is also having 75 minutes, but it is pierced, so you can't use it. So we have only high liquidity demand zone here. Sun Pharma is not valid because it is a pierced zone. So that means we got only one stock, 175 minutes high liquidity demand zone from this list. Next, 75 minutes time frame, stocks near to the 75 minute supply zone. We got 10 stocks. Let us identify 75 minutes high liquidity supply zones from this list. FinNifty, Nifty Financial Services is a FinNifty, and Nifty Mid Cap Select. This is also listed in F&O. Both are listed in F&O. This one. Both are high liquidity zones, 75 minutes high liquidity supply zones. This is also having a high liquidity demand zone. Either side you may get trade opportunities. because the distance is very small. Next, Dixon is having a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. Indian Bank is having 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. PFC, Power Finance Corporation, is having a 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone. That's it. We identified 5 75 minutes high liquidity supply zones from this list. So with this we have completed identification of daily and 75 minutes high liquidity zones. Next we will generate Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain. Starting with Nifty, generating monthly supply demand zone chain for Nifty. In any supply demand zone chain report, always look into the zone column to find the high liquidity zones. Look into the pierced column to find the pierced zones, and also look into the LTF trend to find the trend of the current time frame you have selected. And apply the same rules for all the supply demand zone chain reports. And also don't forget to pause the video when you are moving from one report to another report, because I am giving you very few seconds time to watch the reports. Okay, next, weekly supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, daily supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 125 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 75 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 25 minute supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 15 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. Next, 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Nifty. So this is about a Nifty supply demand zone chain. Next we will generate a Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain reports. Changing the name to Nifty Bank. That is nothing but Bank Nifty. Generating monthly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, weekly supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, daily supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 125 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 75 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 25 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 15 minute supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. Next, 5 minutes supply demand zone chain for Bank Nifty. So we have completed the generation of both Nifty and Bank Nifty supply demand zone chain reports. Next we will look into sideways, bullish and bearish trade setups for monthly, weekly, daily and hourly income trades. First, sideways long trade setup for monthly income trade, entry time frame daily, entry zone demand zone, bullish, bearish or sideways trade setup at daily. I am selecting sideways long. Zone achievement violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhance score 11 for sideways. Let's filter. We got 5 stocks. Entry time frame zones are daily demand zones. This is already tested once. This is tested thrice. This is also tested thrice. Okay, next sideways short trade setup for monthly income trade. Changes are daily supply zone. Here sideways short. We got two stocks. Entry time frame zones are daily supply zones. Next, bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. The changes are daily demand zone. Here bullish, and also minimum odd and enhanced score should be 12. We got 18 stocks supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and entry time frame zones are daily demand zones. So total 18 daily demand zones we got. Out of these 18, let us find high probability trade setup supported zones based on this zone confluence. So I am applying the filter daily and weekly demand zone confluence. I am enabling the filter. We got 12 stocks. Daily zones overlapped with weekly demand zone. And weekly trend is ITF trend in all the stocks. Let's further filter with weekly demand zone having weekly EMA confluence. So we got 10 stocks. So these 10 daily demand zones might be having more high probability to get success, provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise those zones might be violated. Higher chances are there. Okay, next we will filter based on daily, weekly and monthly demand zone confluence supported stocks. Remove EMA filter. Demand zone confluence, 3 filters I am setting. Daily and weekly, daily and monthly, weekly and monthly demand zone confluence. With these filters we got 5 stocks. Daily, weekly, monthly, and monthly trend is up in all the stocks. Let us further filter based on monthly demand zone having monthly EMA confluence. We got 1 stock. This daily demand zone might be having more high probability to get success, provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise zone might be violated. Okay, this is about bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. Next, bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Entry time frame daily, entry zone supply zone. Here at daily I am selecting bearish, zone achievement VOZ, minimum odd and enhanced score 12. We got 2 stocks. So these 2 daily supply zones are having, they are supporting monthly income trade, bearish trade setup, entry time frame, daily supply zones. Let's verify out of these 2, they are having any zone confluence, supply zone confluence. That is the daily supply zone with weekly supply zone confluence. By enabling the filter, both stocks we got. And the weekly trend is down. Let's further filter with weekly EMA confluence. Weekly demand zone with weekly supply zone with weekly EMA confluence. Both are filtered. That way these 2 daily supply zones might be having more high probability to get success, provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Let's verify these 2 zones are having a monthly EMA confluence also. Removing EMA filter, supply zone confluence, 3 filters we have to set. Daily, weekly, daily, monthly and weekly, monthly supply zone confluence. So both are filtered. That means both these supply zones might be having strong institutional order flow. And monthly trend is sideways. So monthly EMA confluence we are not filtering because sideways trend EMA confluence does not give any advantage. So this is bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Okay, next we will generate weekly income trade reports. Entry time frame 75 minutes, entry zone, demand zone. Here at 75 minutes, sideways long, zone achievement VOZ, minimum odd and enhanced score 11, and also 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. That means pierced count should be 0. Pierced count 0 means the zone, that is 75 minutes demand zone, is not pierced because the filter is applied on this zone, whatever you select here. Okay, let's filter. We got 3 stocks. Sideways long trade setup, entry time frame 75 minutes demand zone. Next, sideways short trade setup for weekly income trade. The changes are 75 minutes supply zone, here sideways short. We got 3 stocks. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes supply zones. Next, bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Changes are 75 minutes demand zone, here bullish, and minimum odd and enhanced score 12. Let's filter. We got 11 stocks, bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes demand zones. So total 11 stocks we got. Okay, we can further filter based on zone confluence and then EMA confluence. First, demand zone confluence. 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence. Out of 11, we got 9 stocks. Daily is overlapped with 75 minutes demand zone overlapped with daily, and daily trend, ITF trend, is up in all stocks. So let's further filter based on EMA on daily time frame, daily demand zone with daily EMA. We got 6 stocks. That way these 6 daily demand zones might be having more high probability to get success. Some of these zones are already tested. Okay, next we will look into LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence supported stocks. Removing EMA filter. That is 75 minutes daily and weekly demand zone confluence. 3 filters I have to set. This is the 75 and daily, 75 and weekly, daily and weekly demand zone confluence. With all 3 filters, we got 3 stocks. So these are the 75 minutes demand zones. And all these three demand zones, so the HTF trend is uptrend, that is weekly trend. Because the daily 75 minutes daily together part of weekly trend is up. Let's further filter with weekly EMA confluence. Weekly demand zone with weekly EMA confluence. All 3 are filtered. That way these 2 75 minutes demand zones might be having more high probability to get success, provide lesson 20 checklist items are satisfied. So this is bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Okay, next bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame 75 minutes, entry zone supply zone, bullish or bearish. At 75 minutes I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement violated, opposing zone, minimum odd enhanced score 12, and also 75 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 75 minutes time frame, minimum value 0 and maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 7 stocks. And all these 7 stocks, they are supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Entry time frame zones are 75 minutes supply zones. Always you can find time frame here. And selected zone, that is entry zone. Okay. We can further filter based on this zone confluence. That is 75 minutes and daily supply zone confluence. By enabling the filter, we got 6 stocks. 75 minute supply zone overlapped with daily supply zone. And daily trend is downtrend in all the stocks. Let's further filter based on EMA confluence. That is daily supply zone with daily EMA confluence. So we did not get any stocks. Next we will look into 75 minutes daily and weekly supply zone confluence supported stocks. (75 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and weekly, daily and weekly supply zone confluence. With all the three filters, we got two stocks. And out of these two, weekly trend is down in only one stock. Let's check EMA confluence. At weekly time frame, checking weekly supply zone with weekly EMA, but at the same time, weekly trend should not be sideways. It should be only downtrend because it is bearish trade setup. So one stock having downtrend weekly trend is filtered. So this supply zone could be 75 minute supply zone, could be more high probability trade setup supported zone. Provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. So this is about a bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Next we will look into daily income trade reports. Entry time frame 15 minutes, entry zone demand zone, and here bullish bearish sideways at 15 minutes. I am selecting sideways long. Zone achievement violated opposing zone, minimum odd enhanced score 11, and also 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count at 15 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 8 stocks. Sideways long trade setup for daily income trade. Entry time frame zones are 15 minutes demand zones. See, some of these zones are tested 6 times. Okay. Next, sideways short trade setup for daily income trade. Changes are 15 minutes supply zone. Here sideways short with these filters, we got 2 stocks. Entry time frame zones are 15 minutes supply zones. Next, bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Changes are 15 minutes demand zone. Here bullish. And also minimum odd enhancer score 12. Let's filter. We got 11 stocks. Bullish trade setup for daily income trade, and entry time frame zones are 15 minutes demand zones. So total 11 stocks we got. Out of these 11 high probability trade setup zones, let us further filter based on the zone confluence. First one is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. With these filters, out of 11 we got 10 stocks. 15 minutes zone overlapped with 75 minutes demand zone, and 75 minutes trend, ITF trend is up. So let's further filter with EMA confluence at 75 minutes. That is 75 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. So we got only one stock. So entry time frame is 15 minutes demand zone, high probability trade setup supported zone. Provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied, otherwise zone might be violated. Okay, next LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence stocks, let's filter. That is 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. 3 filters let us enable. This is the first one. 15 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. We got 3 stocks. 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily demand zones are overlapped with each other in all the 3 stocks. This one already tested thrice. Okay, now uptrend. Trend is uptrend, daily trend. Because 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily overlapped. Because daily trend is up, let's further filter with daily EMA confluence. Daily demand zone with daily EMA confluence. We got 2 stocks. These two 15 minutes demand zones are high probability trade setup. Supported demand zones provide less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Otherwise, zone might be violated. Okay, next we will look into bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Changes are entry time frame 15 minutes, entry zone, supply zone. Bullish or bearish at 15 minutes, I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement VOZ, minimum order enhance score 12, and also 15 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. In the pierced count, 15 minutes time frame, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 2 stocks supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. Entry time frame zones are 15 minute supply zones. This is already tested 6 times. Okay, let's verify out of these two how many are having LTF and ITF supply zone confluence. That is 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. Enabling the filter. So we got 1 stock. So in this stock, this 15 minute supply zone overlapped with 75 minute supply zone. And 75 minutes trend is down. Let's verify if 75 minute supply zone having daily EMA confluence. Yes, it is filtered. That means this 15 minutes supply zone is a high probability trade setup supported zone. Maybe that is the reason why it is already tested 6 times. Okay, next let us look into LTF, ITF and even HTF supply zone confluence supported stocks. Remove EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, 3 filters I am setting. This is the first one already enabled. Next 15 minutes and daily, 75 minutes and daily supply zone confluence. Again same stock is filtered. This 15 minute supply zone overlapped with 75, both together again overlapped with daily supply zone. And daily trend is down. Let's further verify if daily supply zone having daily EMA confluence. So it is filtered. That's why this is having even more high probability trade setup supported. That's why it is already tested several times. So this is a bearish trade setup for a daily income trade. Next, I will generate hourly income trade reports. Hourly income trade entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is demand zone. Bullish or bearish or sideways. At 5 minutes, I am selecting sideways long. Zone achievement VOZ. Minimum order enhance score 11 for sideways. And also 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So pierced count 5 minutes. Minimum value 0. Maximum value 0. That means zone is not pierced. So we got 5 stocks. And entry time frame, these 5 stocks are supporting hourly income trade, long trade setup, sideways long trade setup. Entry time frame zones are 5 minutes demand zones. Next, sideways short trade setup for hourly income trade. Changes are 5 minutes supply zone and one more change here, sideways short. Let's filter. We got 6 stocks. Entry time frame zones are 5 minute supply zones. Next, bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. The changes are 5 minutes demand zone. Here bullish and also minimum order enhance score 12. We got 11 stocks. Entry time frame zones are 5 minutes demand zones. Total 11 stocks we got. Out of these 11, we can further filter based on zone confluence. First filter is 5 minutes and 15 minutes demand zone confluence. Enable the filter. We got all 11 stocks. 5 minutes demand zones overlapped with 15 minutes demand zone, and 15 minutes trend ITF trend is up. Let us further filter with EMA confluence on 15 minutes time frame. That is 15 minutes demand zone with daily EMA confluence. One stock is filtered. That way this 5 minutes demand zone might be having more high probability to get success, provided less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Next we will look into LTF, ITF, HTF demand zone confluence supported stocks. Remove EMA filter. In the demand zone confluence, 3 filters we have to set. This is the first one. 5 minutes and 75 minutes. 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. With all the 3 filters, we got 7 stocks. That is 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. And 75 minutes trend is up in some stocks. Some are sideways. We will eliminate sideways. Let's verify EMA confluence. At 75 minutes time frame, checking 75 minutes demand zone having daily EMA. At the same time, trend on the 75 minutes should not be sideways. It should be only uptrend because it is bullish trade setup. None of them are having EMA confluence. Okay, next we will look into bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Entry time frame 5 minutes, entry zone, supply zone. In bullish or bearish or sideways at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. Zone achievement VOZ, minimum odd enhancer score 12, and also 5 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. At 5 minutes, minimum value 0, maximum value 0. With these filters, we got 7 stocks. Bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. We can further filter based on zone confluence. That is 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. Enabling the filter. 6 stocks are filtered. 5 minutes and 15 minutes. And 15 minutes trend is down. Let's further filter with EMA on 15 minutes. That is 15 minutes supply zone with daily EMA confluence. We got 2 stocks. That way these 2 5-minute supply zones might be having more high probability to get success, provided less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. Okay, next we will look into 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence supported stocks. Remove EMA filter. In the supply zone confluence, 3 filters we have to set. First one 5 minutes and 15 minutes. 5 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. And 15 minutes and 75 minutes supply zone confluence. By enabling all the 3 filters, we got only 2 stocks. This 5 minute supply zone overlapped with 15 minutes, both together overlapped with 75 minutes. And 75 minutes trend is down in only 1 stock. Let's verify if this is having daily EMA confluence. 75 minute supply zone with daily EMA confluence. And also trend on the 75 minutes should not be sideways, it should be downtrend, because it is bearish trade setup. So that 1 stock is filtered. So that way this 5 minute supply zone might be having more high probability to get success, provided less than 20 checklist items are satisfied. So this is about all the income trade reports. Next I will generate stocks near demand and supply zones for all the time frames, starting with yearly. Price closed inside the yearly demand zone. 1 stock is filtered. Next, price closed inside the yearly supply zone. No stocks. Half yearly time frame. Stocks near half yearly demand zone. No stocks. Stocks near half yearly supply zone. No stocks. Price closed inside the half-yearly demand zone. 3 stocks are filtered. Next, price closed inside the half-yearly supply zone. We got 3 stocks. Next time frame is quarterly. Stocks near quarterly demand zone. We got 2 stocks. Stocks near to the quarterly supply zone. We got 1 stock. Next, price closed inside the quarterly demand zone. 10 stocks we got. We can further filter with EMA Confluence. At quarterly demand zone with quarterly EMA at the same time, trend on the quarterly should not be sideways. It can be up or down. We got 6 stocks. Next, quarterly time frame, price closed inside the quarterly supply zone. We got 16 stocks. Let's further filter with EMA Confluence at quarterly time frame. That is quarterly supply zone with quarterly EMA Confluence, and also trend on the quarterly either up or down but not sideways. We got 3 stocks. Next time frame is monthly. Stocks near monthly demand zone. We got 5 stocks. Next, stocks near monthly supply zone. We got 4 stocks. Next, price closed inside the monthly demand zone. We got 17 stocks. We can further filter with EMA Confluence on monthly time frame, monthly demand zone with monthly EMA. At the same time, trend on the monthly should not be sideways. It can be up or down. We got 7 stocks we got. Next, price closed inside the monthly supply zone. We got a big list. First 15 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. $40 stocks are filtered. We can further filter based on monthly supply zone having monthly EMA Confluence. And also trend on the monthly should not be sideways. It can be up or down. We got 13 stocks. Next time frame is weekly. Stocks near to the weekly demand zone. We got 15 stocks. Next, stocks near to the weekly supply zone. We got 12 stocks. Next, price closed inside the weekly demand zone. First 16 stocks in the list. Scrolling the list down. Total 21 stocks are filtered. We can further filter with EMA Confluence on weekly time frame. That is weekly demand zone having weekly EMA, and also trend on the weekly should not be sideways. Can be up or down. We got 11 stocks. Next, price closed inside the weekly supply zone. We got a big list. I am scrolling the list down. First 15 stocks in the list. $64 stocks are filtered. We can further filter with weekly supply zone having weekly EMA Confluence. And also trend on the weekly should not be sideways. It can be up or down. First 15 stocks in the list. Total 18 stocks are filtered. Okay, next time frame daily we already generated in the beginning of the report. So the next time frame is 125 minutes. Stocks near to the 125 minutes demand zone. We got 11 stocks. Next, stocks near to the 125 minute supply zone, we got 14 stocks. Next time frame is 75, already generated, 25 minutes. Stocks near to the 25 minutes demand zone, we got 14 stocks. Next, stocks near to the 25 minute supply zone, we got 4 stocks. Next time frame is 15 minutes. Stocks near 15 minutes demand zone, we got 11 stocks. Next, stocks near 15 minutes supply zone, we got 10 stocks. Next time frame is 5 minutes. Stocks near to the 5 minutes demand zone, we got 5 stocks. Next, stocks near to the 5 minute supply zone, we got 8 stocks. So this is about stocks near demand and supply zones by different time frames. And final report is stop buffers based on daily ATR. First 17 in this list are indices, remaining all are equity stocks. So I'm scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer there, pause the video. After that you can proceed further. Okay, I'm scrolling the list down. This is the end of the report. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.